I'm surprised that a song that mentions Aquaman and Sailor Moon was able to go it get a was able to go into a Fox production and without Warner Brothers or Deke at the time
You got
being
Eminem.
privy to it.
You got Eminem referencing Krypton and Asgard. Marvel and DC would have been on his ass if they were petty enough.
Yeah, but still.
Like Asgard.
You know, I still find it funny how the Davis and Vemon slack-jawed bit at the side of Angemon didn't somehow end up becoming a meme that's notable on TV tropes, but original Digimon Do Not Steal, based off of Chimeramon, it did end up making it.
Fuck. Fuck.
Which, by the way, Gizmo, yes, as I said, we were past episode 21 of Digimon Adventure 2. Oh, and the next time we'll be on it, we will be on an episode focused around Ken. Ichijoji.
Yeah. Fucking sides hurt, man.
You alright?
No. Fucking, I'm working my ass off at the gym, and it hurts trying to lose fat and gain muscle.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta try to be best because you're only a man, and a man's got to learn to take it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mehcast Reacts Screwattack Top 10s.
Yay!
Now I'm sure those two people who keep asking us to watch these are very happy. I'm very happy too because I like watching these.
Oh, and right. I need to make an announcement on this list. For a while,
I've come to make an announcement.
Okay, Eggman. For a while, for what, almost an entire year, like somewhere in the like almost an entire year. This year specifically, I've been trying to archive all of the top 10s, not top 5s. Those are a different category altogether. Just specifically top 10s, both when they were Screwattack was independent and when they were bought out by Rooster Teeth. And I was able to find every single video from the first ever one they made, that would be the top 10 AVGN moments, as well as the very last one that starred Nick and him saying goodbye to not only top 10s, but also Screwattack, as Screwattack slowly faded into Death Battle. Except for one, and that is top 10 things we would like to see at E3 by Nintendo. I am not able to find a single copy, not even a reversed image one. I've went to Bing, I've used Google, I've used DuckDuckGo, I've used AI. I've used AI like ChatGPT, and Alex here even helped me by using Grok. It was even to the point where we asked the AI to look everywhere, including foreign websites. Nothing. And still to this day, nothing. I even went as far as to try and get in contact with Craig Schismus, formerly known as Stuttering Craig on Screwattack, to see if he might have a copy of that specific video. So far, nothing. And it's been nothing for a couple weeks now. It could be because he's busy. It could be maybe because he's looking and doesn't want to say anything beforehand. But either way, he hasn't said a thing. So, because of that, until someone is able to find me a link, a working link, to that video with a clear enough picture for me to download and, save it to the archive, I'm going to stop looking for that video and officially call it quits for now, until someone provides me with that video, or I somehow, by some dumb luck, come across it, because it's taken a lot of my time. It's taken a lot out of me mentally, And I really want to move on from this because I found everything, almost everything, down to the most risque niche top 10 that they've made, except for that one. So again, until someone is able to find it for me and provide me a link to a working video, or somehow come across it by some dumb luck as I trip over a pile of rabbit's feet into a pot of gold with Tara Strong there to kiss me welcome home, baby, I'm just gonna stop and move on to my next tier list project. What that'll be, yeah, and what that is, shut the fuck up. You'll see, you'll see when that time comes. But yeah, that's I'm just going to end the search for that video now, and by default, that video is just going to be in hard news and until we find it. For now, we're going to be reacting to top 10 SNES RPGs.
All right, so I guess without further ado,
let's begin. Top 10 SNES RPGs. And I'm sure Alex will be salty if Chrono Trigger is placed anywhere lower than 1.
I can accept it being number 2.
When you think of the greatest RPGs ever made, I think a lot of us would agree that the Super Nintendo was home to a lot of them. There's so many great RPGs on this console, throwing it down to only 10, it feels almost cruel or evil, leaving so many great games off the list. But hey, that's just kind of how these things go. Before
Nick,
we get going, though,
you are cruel and evil.
For once again sponsoring the Screwattack Top 10. Without these guys, we would not be able to bring you these videos every week. So, let's take a look at what this B-roll shows. I don't know why I'm pointing over here. Cut to B-roll. For less than $20 a month, you can get t-shirts, figurines, and many other exclusive collectibles from your favorite shows and video games. From heroes to villains or even monsters in your pocket, Loot Crate delivers the best themed crates directly to you. But there's a lot more to come, so if you want to save money, go to lootcrate.com/ScrewAttackPodcast and enter the coupon code ScrewAttackPodcast to save $3 on your monthly subscription. Thanks, me. Hey, I'm Nervous Nick for Screw Attack's Top 10 SNES RPGs.
That's suplex.
Number 10.
Lufia 2 is pretty much everything you want in a sequel. It not only improves on every aspect of the first game, but leaves it in the dust as well. Where Lufia left us wanting more, the sequel left us satisfied. Although Lufia 2 isn't exactly innovative, it did offer a very pure form of that classic RPG formula. Its dungeons did not have random battles, which was great, and they featured puzzles for the bulk of the challenge. Put this next to its tight turn-based gameplay and awesome capsule monster system, and you've got one fine experience. Oh yeah, and there's a frigging 100-floor dungeon to cap off the game, which is awesome.
Sounds like a chore.
Yeah, sounds like a something you do post-game.
Gaia falls into our number 9 spot because of its variety of gameplay.
Illusion of Gaia has a really
action and puzzles
weird
and
translation.
Sometimes a combination. The game puts you in the shoes of a boy.
I mean, what NES game doesn't have a weird translation back in the day?
That's fair.
He's not much of a fighter, but luckily he can transform into Freedan, a Dark Knight, and Shadow, an extremely
looks fun.
Alien blob thing. This core transformation aspect gives the game a lot of layers, seeing as all 3 characters have unique abilities. Sadly, it does fall short in the story department, but Illusion of Gaia makes up for it by being so strong in all other departments.
But
not
yeah,
the least
it's a
of
really
which
good
were
and relying on the manual.
Really great for the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a delicious Super Nintendo RPG cake.
Number 8.
So, you see this crazy snake thing here? Little known fact, I don't know what this thing is, but I can tell you that it's from Breath of Fire 2, our number 8 RPG.
Yeah.
Breath of Fire 2, in our opinion, has some of the best sprite work in the entire SNES library. All the battles look great, and they even take place in a variety of environments. One of our favorite aspects of this game is that some of the characters have their own special abilities on the overworld called field abilities. Some characters let you do things like go hunting, but our favorite lets you turn into a ball and roll around super fast while avoiding random battles. Every RPG should let you roll into a ball super fast to avoid random battles.
Number 7.
I mean, yes, but also...
If you're looking for something unique to add to your SNES RPG collection, then look no further than Shadowrun.
Yeah!
Now, I could tell you about this game in my own original words,
much higher.
but I'm not. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the back of the box in my best impression of a movie trailer voice. You awake on a slab in the city morgue. By the way, it's the year 2050 and we're in Seattle. There's like elves and stuff running around.
You don't exist.
Plunge into the dark side of the future where technology and magic become one. Where devolution and destruction
that Shadowrun
are a
is a slightly less oppressive future
Plunge
than the one we
into
currently live in.
Shadowrun!
Yeah!
Yeah, did you hear that? Technology and magic are one in this world.
By the way, go play Shadowrun Returns. Go
if the back of the box didn't sell you on Shadowrun, then I'm honestly
I believe
lost.
It was 4th
I mean,
edition,
sure, the gameplay is crazy unique, and
then
the whole game is nothing like the other games on this
is.
list, but that's nothing compared to the text on the back of the box.
I need to figure out where I put my Shadowrun
the ultimate
handbook.
foe is your own mind. Okay, whatever, I'm done here.
It's not that hard
Next number.
to put on an
Number
ultimate
6.
movie trailer voice.
When it comes to tactics-based RPGs, this bad boy is like the Master Roshi of the subgenre.
Yeah!
Ogre Battle. What does that
Ogre
mean,
Battle.
Master Roshi, the subgenre? I don't know what that means, but it was in the script, and I said
GT Roshi.
Ogre Battle only had 25,000 copies released in the U.S., so for many of us, this was an experience we only got to enjoy later in life when it arrived on the Virtual Console. Or if you're a smelly criminal, you may have played it on an emulator. Either way, Ogre Battle was well worth the wait.
A smelly criminal.
Tactics battle systems still hold up, but it's,
I mean, considering that Mother 3 still has no legal way of playing it outside of Japan, I guess I'll have to be content with being a smelly criminal.
For instance,
Thanks,
the
Nintendo.
alignment system is on par with, if not better than, modern games like even Mass Effect. So, bare minimum, I mean, that's worth a couple extra bonus points.
Number 5.
And the video just froze.
If you would trace your way
Oh, okay, I thought my computer was screened again.
We would bet good money that a lot of lines
Secret
would
of
end
Secret of Mana.
Mana.
Good.
Easily one of the purest action RPGs on the SNES, Secret of Mana is pure fun. And it's fun that you can share because it has one of the rarest features in RPGs, co-op.
One of the first few.
My grandmother and I
That's
used
right,
to play
you and your
this game
friend can
together.
pick up the sticks at any point in time and take control of your second character. It's such a criminally underutilized feature in RPGs that we had to give Secret of Mana such a high...
And meanwhile, Digimon World...
Number 4.
No! 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 No!
Protagonist?
No! Wrong! Incorrect!
Frog who's... Oh, really? Frog who's also...
You lose!
Time
Rip.
travel.
Good day, sir!
Super check.
Hard news!
Let's see, add it all together.
Nick
run the
broke it.
calculations, check research. Yep, this is in fact confirmed. The cast of amazing characters and one of the earliest examples of multi-tiered endings in gaming, Chrono Trigger was an easy choice for
Final
us.
Fantasy
Whether
V
you're enjoying a carnival or
is gonna
trying
be
to
above
save the
this,
world
I
from a
bet.
monster so
If
powerful
Final
it threatens to
Fantasy
wipe out
V
humanity
isn't
in its
on this
sleep,
list, I'm gonna
Chrono
fucking
Trigger
lose
offers
it.
something for every player to enjoy, and then some.
What if it's
Top
Final
it all
Fantasy
off,
4 or
its
6?
amazing art style and
Well, if it's
engaging
Final
story
Fantasy
has
4,
certainly made it a
sure. If
pillar
it's
in
Final
RPG
Fantasy
history
6,
that's
sure.
worth playing through
But
over and over and over again.
5 had better be on this
Number
fucking
3.
list.
Even
Mario
Okay,
RPG!
that's fair.
RPG didn't have the cast of
Fair
Mario
enough.
tied to it,
I
we
would have put
very
this at
likely
number
still
1.
put it on our list. But the fact is that this charming
Alex,
If
you need
I
to play
have
the
to
Switch
put it-
remake.
If I have to put it above Super Mario, if I have to put it above Chrono Trigger,
everyone's favorite plumber, Mario.
it has to be
Super
number
Mario
1.
RPG is packed full of content, from the incredible Final Fantasy-esque boss fights with Culex to the huge variety of minigames you encounter throughout your journey in the Mushroom Kingdom. From a design standpoint, Super Mario RPG is not just one of the best...
Seriously, Alex, you gotta play the
one of
Switch
the best
remake. It's
RPGs,
really good.
Period.
I believe it.
Yeah, I did rent it out, so yeah.
Earthbound!
Most talked about RPGs in the history of
I
RPGs.
like it, but
Earthbound
why?
might be a bit more of a love it or hate it kind of game than the
This
rest of
game
the
Switch
stinks.
this with Chrono
No, it
Trigger.
doesn't.
Admittedly,
That's what I'm
literally its
you know what I'm
tagline.
referencing.
it makes up for in spades with its pure funky charm.
It's a good
What Earthbound
game,
has
but why
that so
is it
many
at
other games
number
don't is just
2?
that magic touch.
Chrono
It has
Trigger.
the contents of
Switch
Marcellus
this with
Wallace's
Chrono
briefcase.
Trigger.
And if
Alex.
you don't get that reference, you should go watch
Alex,
the
it's
movie, man,
okay.
because, for God's sake, that's a classic. Anyway,
Final
Earthbound
Fantasy
has that
V
special
better
thing
be on
that's
this
so hard to
fucking list.
describe, yet once you see it for yourself, it's as clear as day.
Why
that
5
And for
specifically?
that, Earthbound gets our number 2 spot.
Because
It's
1, it's highly
number
underrated.
1.
2, it has a...
6.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Come
6.
on, if you didn't see this one coming, you should just get your eyes checked or something. If
I
you haven't
fucking
played
hate
it,
that
you should
cutscene,
change
by the
that
way.
as soon as possible.
Why?
Final Fantasy VI,
It
or
just
Final Fantasy
keeps
III as it was originally
going.
known in the States, is a game years
How does it
beyond its
keep going?
competition.
You can't
From its
skip it.
opening scene of Terra and company trudging through a harsh tundra in their Magitech armor, it's very clear that this game
It was
had a
cool
team
the
behind
first
it
couple
that
of
was
times,
firing
but-
on all cylinders. Few RPGs in the world are as well thought out as Final Fantasy VI. All aspects of it complement each other so well that it resonates in the game's very bones.
Suplex.
Cartridge.
Taking the train to Suplex City, bitch!
The music matches the peaks and valleys of the story perfectly, as the characters are developed far more expertly than most games of its time, or even most games since.
I mean, that's
It's
fair.
status
That's
quo
fair.
for you to
It's
take the
not
role
better
of
than
the
Chrono
leader in an
Trigger.
RPG, but Final Fantasy VI makes you feel
Alex,
like a companion
Alex,
than
it's
an
okay.
omnipotent voice.
It's okay.
You not
It's
only
not
feel
okay.
more
Yes.
invested in your
Yes, it is.
It's not
It's okay.
It's not okay. They're screwing the monkey.
Due in strong part to the parallels it draws with
How
our
are
own
you screwing the
world.
monkey? The monkey
Final
isn't
Fantasy
there
VI
to be
is
fucked.
a great game, and few would be so bold to challenge that point. But what lifts it even higher is its reluctance to compromise. In an era of game development when it was generally accepted that ideas had to
Hey,
be
Peyton, if you're
compressed in
watching
order
this-
to fit the technical limitations of the medium,
You.
it proved that games could contain stories
remember the
on
Final
par with
Fantasy VI
literature.
Let's
It
Play.
showed us that visuals, despite 16-bit limitations, could conjure feeling
Bitch,
and
I
thought
might
as well
be.
as any other visual medium. Possibly above
You
all
might have to
else.
link this to
Final
Peyton.
Fantasy VI was a
You
key
can,
example, and
if
for
you
many
want.
of us, proof that video games can be more than just games. They can, in fact, be art.
Hello! I
Yeah.
have no idea who this man is, but hey,
Chrono Trigger did that
um,
too.
don't go anywhere because there's more
Chrono
top
Trigger
10s.
was a
you
better
can
Alex,
game.
include-
Alex, it's okay. It's
including
okay.
Top 10 franchises
Just
that
relax.
die with Evil Craig. And,
Go check out the industry. Sean and I made it. It's a lot of fun and it's crazy. It's about stuff that happens in the office.
is that
So many
you
flips.
made the industry?
I directed it. Sean wrote it.
Yeah, so go watch that. It's a brand new show. Go watch it. It's funny. It's gonna be a good time. Got 2 episodes up right now, with more to come. So go watch and like the videos and don't miss them.
You'll love them, I promise.
Gizmo. Video's over. Where are you?
Where you is
Too bad.
video over.
Yep, video's over.
There
Which
we go.
means Alex is still somewhat salty.
Hmm.
Alex, I just want you to know that it's okay. It's fine. Just relax.
Is it really? Will
Thoughts?
anything ever be okay? They got the placement of 2 Super Nintendo games wrong on their list.
Look, maybe one day you could play, I don't know, Chrono
Nick
Trigger
broke
for the
it.
channel.
I need to get back to my Chrono Trigger Let's Play.
Yes.
Yeah.
That way you can show everybody that it should be on the number 1.
Say that again?
Nick broke it.
Say that again. I couldn't hear you guys.
Nick broke it.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, he didn't like the fact that Chrono Trigger was placed lower than 2.
Number 4. They put it at
I
number
think
4.
I'll put it on hard news.
Yeah, hard news for me.
High hard news though, because Chrono Trigger was in there at all.
Yeah. And also, I like the Earthbound reference there too.
I
Most people don't-
like Earthbound. It's a good game. It's not better than Mario RPG and Chrono Trigger. I like Final Fantasy VI. It's better than Earthbound. It's not better than Mario RPG and Chrono Trigger.
I don't know. I mean, Earthbound kind of was the thing that birthed a lot of games. You know, like who could forget about the Toby Fox games?
Oh yeah, no. I fucking love Undertale and Deltarune. Those are two of my favorite games. But come on. Okay.
It's all right.
Okay, so by his logic, should be Nick broke it, and then we got like 3 SNES. Got 3 hard news. I said it was high.
High, yeah. I think I'll agree with the high.
So here then.
All right, so now we gotta pixelate the thing because the next one is literally top 10 sex scenes. Alex, you know what you gotta do.
Yes. I have the pixel.
And now we're Medley Crew at night.
Yay!
Tell me when you've pixelated it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh God!
I can't hear anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's the industry.
The industry.
Up there we go.
Gaming's had a long history of sick.
Of sick?
Dicks and pussy.
What is sick?
Connecting generation after generation, and it's time we celebrate them.
Oh no! Nick and Craig aren't doing the top 10 this time. Well, Sam and I have been writing these things for like 10 months now, so back off!
I'm Sam.
And I'm Sean.
And this is Screwattack's top 10 sex scenes.
Number 10.
Yeah, whatever.
San Andreas,
The hot coffee
hot
mod
coffee.
is the go-to for other scrubs on YouTube who make countdowns like
she's giving head.
reasons.
Yup. CJ himself is what makes these sex scenes so good.
First, CJ
he won't take the bandana off even when he's doing the business.
If you pretend that CJ with sex in his underwear, you gotta wear tidy whities for the entire date.
Man.
And when it comes to sexing, CJ is a true daredevil.
You'll not
Pulling
be able
a
to
Matt
climb
Murdock
high
and
walls.
slipping his dang-a-lang through that little hole in your pants.
And finally, CJ has some huge nuts. Never afraid to speak his mind about the women who take him to bed.
Oh.
You should get paid for this. You should do this for a living.
Might be the most horrible thing ever.
Did you see how fast he flips positions?
Number 9.
Yes. Almost borderline comical.
Did you lay in Dragon Age Inquisition?
None, because I'd never played this game.
Who laid me? Out to pasture, if you know what I mean.
Huh?
You ride the bull.
You know I'm talking about that Iron Bull.
Oh, yeah.
I got
No,
put
I'm
to
not.
bed by Freddie Prinze Jr.'s sweet love making.
Okay. BioWare,
Even
can
though
you take
don't
those nipples
technically
somewhere
see the
else?
sex on screen, it's well implied that Freddie P is packing a sledgehammer for that ass.
This motherfucker making elephants self-conscious.
Is something the matter? Ah!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do you see this?
No. Number 8.
Now I like making whoopee as much as the next guy, but The Sims let you take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, a paranormal level.
That's right, with a bit of tinkering, you can make the double back.
I thought necrophilia was still illegal.
You might think that this is the
I
equivalent
mean,
of sick into the wind
I thought it was always a corpse, not a ghost.
But that haunted snatch gobbles up your gas.
Hey, they're dead regardless.
Yeah, well, so are the some of the Bleach characters.
Yeah, and guess what? Guess what? The corpses fuck each other. That's not necrophilia. Necrophilia is if a living person fucks the corpse.
Candy Kong.
Okay.
You never bang Candy
Bootsy Collins
Put your monkey in
base.
her barrel, don't you?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that sounds like intercourse to me.
High five.
What?
No.
She's a hottie.
Number 6.
All right,
What's
Mark
better than
Wahlberg.
sex?
Oh,
yeah.
hi,
Not
Aphrodite.
sex with a goddess. Sex with Aphrodite.
I'm your Venus. I'm your fire.
You mean the goddess that represents all that is sex and hotness?
Yes! The #1 squeeze for getting it sticky shows Kratos her bazobos right before getting down in front of her chambermaids.
You can watch, girl. Oh, you can watch.
Number 5.
Heavy Rain.
Gizmo, would you mind
David
nuking
if
the
you can
bot
count on one thing in an
that's
old
in the
DK
Twitch
game,
chat
it's that
right
you're
now?
gonna see at least one tit.
That is, if you play it right.
See, what makes Heavy Rain such a great sex scene, it's good because just like real life, you have to work for it.
That and the fact that having sex is kind
And
of
if
like
you
a very
fuck it up,
QTE.
you don't get to see anything.
Both if you're doing it right.
I don't think you're doing it right.
There's a
no
naked
right
shower
and wrong
scene in
during
Beyond Two
lovemaking,
Souls,
Sean.
and if you
Only 2 to 5
break the
people in an
camera, you
optional
can
bearskin
see
rug.
I knew I
something
never
that
you borrow my bearskin rug.
definitely
Is that why it
isn't
smells
Ellen
funny?
Page's
It smells
body,
like
but
love,
they
Sean.
still
You should embrace
still
It
rendered
smells like
that.
semen. And I'm not talking about the Dreamcast game.
Number 4.
It's weird.
Far Cry 3 is like the Scorsese version of an FPS in a Michael Bay infested blockbuster summer.
And what sets this game apart from all those Michael Bay explosion-filled modern military games?
Tribal titties!
Sure, Citra's majestic jungle breasticles might have a bit of paint on them, but that doesn't keep them from being grade A.
No, sir, it certainly does not. Hell, I even killed all of my friends in a long-term girlfriend just to see them titties one last time.
Yeah.
Why?
After that?
Well,
She
yeah,
kills you afterwards.
deathgasms are hot.
No, they're not.
I mean, the movie was, but
What fucks like rabbits?
I don't know what.
Rabbits, motherfucker!
Damn straight. Nobody begins
What?
to fuck on like these here rabbits.
If you spot 2 bunnies in Shadow Warrior, give them your attention.
One will walk up to the other,
And then them bunnies are gonna start pumping and a-sweating.
but don't try and break up that love sesh.
Oh no, because then a demon rabbit will try and fuck you.
Trust us, this hair is faster than the turtle, and ain't nobody want that up their ass.
Number 2.
what?
Hey Sam, who's your
But,
love of
okay.
in Mass Effect?
Mass
Ashley-
Effect? Ashley Williams.
All the way, son.
Cole
Space
Williams.
hussy.
Hey, she might be a
Ashley
space racist,
Williams,
but
the
to me,
girl
she
who
looks
has the
just like a
same
female
name
Garrus, and that works
as
for
Bruce
me.
Campbell
How
in
about
The
you?
Evil
I prefer Liara.
Dead.
Why? Because she's a good person who doesn't discriminate?
Well, first, because her
Hell yeah.
is her flesh. Feel that shit. Number 2, blue tay-tays.
You.
What, you ain't down with blue girls?
No, I'm more than down with
What are
getting
you,
some colorful
racist?
strange. But Liara is 106 years old. You know how many space dicks she sucked? Fucking gross.
Her breath ain't that bad.
I mean,
It's
Yeah.
she's good at
Number
it.
1.
Hey, Sean, what's the craziest thing you've ever
Okay.
got nasty on?
I only have sex in beds.
Is it a
That
unicorn?
aren't mine! In hotel rooms.
Oh,
Where's the craziest location you've ever had
Is it
sex
a
in?
unicorn?
the butt.
That's really sweet and all.
Is it
But
the
doesn't beat
unicorn?
The #1 sex scene on our list.
Oh, yeah,
It's the
player?
fucking
Who's
unicorn,
that?
isn't it?
Geralt of Rivia!
This man
the
gets
fucking-
it on top of a
On
stuffed
the unicorn. Yep.
Yennefer, you know, that video game sorceress
Yeah.
who's an amalgamation of every hot woman on the planet, does magic to take her top off before making a Geralt sandwich between her and the unihorned steed.
That's double the riding. And if they flip around and do the deed next to the unicorn's head, we're getting dangerously close to turning this into a threesome.
I like how she
There should be no question why
deconjures
this
her
is
own
#1.
top,
Sex on
and
a
then he
unicorn,
bites
stuck
off
or
her
alive, is a
panties and
mighty
she
rare
complains.
Thing. And when 2 powerful equals like Geralt and Yennefer start to stir the batter together, you've got some magic.
Plus, the Witcher's sterile, so Geralt can fill her up all he wants. No worries.
Like filling a shot glass with a fire hose.
Ooh! I am so moist after that.
What the hell, man?
Rick, call me Mr. Coffee.
Anyways, if you guys love sex
Oh
scenes
my
or people
God.
so you could be able to watch this video,
Yeah, I hate this.
grow the show. And we have a brand new live action series, The Industry, about real shit that happens in the office. So click it right there. It's somewhere in the thumbnail. Give it a go. Or you can go to screwattackstore.com and buy yourself some sexy merchandise, or click the thing that's probably over there. I really hope it's over there, or else I'm just gonna look like Jackass. These clothes are gonna get you LAIDE laid. Word, playa. Also,
No, also. Okay, what are you guys' thoughts?
Nick
broke Hard news.
Really?
I almost wanted to say Screwy the monkey. That list is embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised I'm surprised that really wants it on hard news.
Yeah, Kevin. Something you want to tell us?
Yeah, some of the
Nothing.
Some of the stupid shit they said there. Fuck it, Screwy the monkey. Put it.
We got one hard news, one Nick broke it, one Screwy the monkey. I think it's fair. Screwy the monkey.
Yeah, change mine to Screw the monkey.
Screwy the monkey's one hard news. Okay. So where on Screwy the monkey?
Fits? At the very bottom.
Very bottom.
Yeah, I think we found the bottom of the barrel.
Ending it with the sex unicorn. Sure. The hang on. No Duke Nukem. With the fucking.
He doesn't have any sex scenes.
The forever starts with him getting a blowjob from twins.
But he finished. It shows him it shows him finishing. That's it, though.
Well, yeah, but that's still like it exists.
That's barely anything.
Yes, and some of the fucking Candy Kong shit is nothing.
I think that was just there for the humor.
I know it was to put it at number 10. Fuck it, let's do PS1 RPGs.
Oh boy.
Let's see how mad this one's gonna make me. Chrono
Final
Trigger better be
Fantasy
on
number
this list,
one.
'cause it's on the
Already-
PS1.
Spoilers, Final Fantasy 7 is on this list somewhere because
it's gonna be number one.
People still want the Final Fantasy 7 remake.
I'm not gonna complain when Final Fantasy 7 is number 1. It deserves to be there, but I will complain if I don't see Chrono Cross on there.
Chrono Cross. It's number 10.
You get a. Yay! More party members. More party members.
You can totally go watch, by the way.
More party members.
How important PlayStation
Hi, Chad.
RPGs were. So hey, we made a list. I'm Chad for Screwattack's top 10 PlayStation RPGs.
His hair has changed so much in the last few years.
Imagine this. Your name is Alex, and one day the powers that be decide that you are going to be a Dragon Master. Yeah, it's pretty much every little boy's
I never
dream,
agreed to
and
this,
also
but
the
I didn't
plot
need
to
to.
Silver Star story. But this dream doesn't come as easy as our 12-year-old selves would have wished. Alex is tasked with completing the Dragon Trials, leading him on a grand adventure full of
Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales.
Almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along,
awesome
take
above
my
style
hand.
cutscenes, and great
Let's all
cast.
go to
Oh,
Dragon
and top-notch packaging. These guys had Applebee by years.
I have this game.
Also, yes, we know the game was originally on Saturn, but the PlayStation 1 version was its American debut, so it's a PS1 exclusive to us.
Oh, they're only doing PS1 exclusives.
In a generation of countless
Oh.
RPGs, few had the guts to step out of the ordinary, but those that did were often recognized and rewarded for it. And Breath of Fire 4 is a prime example. How is BOF 4 so wildly different than your standard JRPG, you might ask? Well, for starters, you could turn into like a dozen different dragons, and if that's not enough, you hang dong in like the first 15 minutes. Talk about ballsy. Seriously though, Breath of Fire 4 is a traditional RPG at heart, and some aspects like its story may not stand out, but it's certainly a well-rounded experience with an emphasis on fun.
And I believe you can also get the PS1 version.
Even if you're one of those people already preparing to type out 3 was better.
Number 8.
Okay, we talked about Secret of Mana in our top 10 SNES RPGs not too long ago.
Okay,
Go watch it. And its sequel, Legend of Mana, makes its way to our number 8 spot for many of the same reasons.
Not bad.
Its action-packed battle system, beautiful intro music, and of course co-op in an RPG gives fans all the good stuff they would expect from the next Mana game. Add in fantastic art style like the pop-up book Overworld on top of its in-depth artifact system, and you have one of the best RPGs on the PlayStation.
So which RPG is this?
Number 7.
Oh, that was,
let's see what we got here. Huge
sequels,
story,
Legend
somewhat
of Mana.
androgynous protagonist, giant mechs. Yep, that's a JRPG if I've ever seen one. Xenogears is one of Square's off-brand masterpieces.
The first of the Xeno series, technically.
With an awesome active battle system layered on top of an innovative combo mechanic, Xenogears easily has one of the most active turn-based battle systems on
Your
the
response,
Switch,
no.
along with one of Square's deepest and most interesting storylines.
I own the Xeno.
Number 6.
I own Xenogears. I own Xenosaga.
Oh, glorious
I own
isometric
Xenoblade.
tactics-based RPGs, you are so grotesquely underrated. And out of all of them, Tactics Ogre is
Tactics
probably one
Ogre?
of the most underplayed games on the console.
Okay.
Possibly due to its hefty price tag. And it's a shame! I mean, playing Tactics Ogre is like intercourse with General Patton's mind. Packed full of war, politics, and strife, Tactics Ogre has a fantastic story, excellent gameplay, and pure quality gluing it all together. Wait, is that glue or fanboy semen?
Number 5.
Gross.
Now here's a story full of mystery, intrigue, and badassery. Vagrant Story has not only one of the most interesting battle systems in a PlayStation 1 RPG, but it also has one of the most interesting
Technically
stories.
part of the Final Fantasy XII universe.
Riot, a lone soldier battling his inner demons while simultaneously battling real demons and soldiers and dragons and like everything else. Seriously, Ashley
Final Fantasy XII is part of Evil East.
Alive or dead on his journey to figure out what the
hell really
is happening in the city, while also crafting his own weapons to do the job. We could go on and on about this game's incredible cast, amazing villain, and secret agent Freddie Mercury, but just go play the game and experience it all for yourself.
Number 4.
Oh, wow, just early.
Okay, yeah, you knew it was coming. But you might be wondering why Final Fantasy VII was ranked higher in our top 20 PlayStation 1 games than it is here. Well, that was a list of PlayStation games for PlayStation fans, and this is a list of RPGs for RPG fans, and those two are entirely different things.
I'm going to be very particular about the next
no, it isn't
3
one of the
games.
most amazing things to ever grace
because
gaming,
there are
like
better
Screwattack,
RPGs
but
than
few
Final
other
Fantasy
games have
VII
defined a
on the
generation like Final
PS1.
Fantasy VII did.
But I'm
And
not
we
sure
can't
I
wait for
trust
the day
them
when
to
its
have
upcoming
those
remake
on
has
here.
its shot at showing today's generation
Yeah,
what
that
we
fucking
experienced
trailer.
13 years ago.
God damn,
Number
that trailer's
3.
older than some fucking games.
Suikoden 2, another game I'm sure you've been demanding to be
Suikoden?
included on this list. It's hard to say anything about the game that hasn't
That's
been said before,
fair.
so
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell you why we
That's
love it.
fair,
Most
actually.
JRPGs in this generation struggle with displaying emotions. Suikoden doesn't. In a story about two
Suikoden!
best friends who choose differing paths in life,
Is there an
Suikoden
E
shows us
in
a
the
gambit
first
of emotions
couple of
amongst its
syllables of
staggering
that
cast
title,
of
dude?
108 characters.
No.
Something that is yet to be replicated on that scale. Oh, and did we mention you can have a freaking Iron Chef battle in your vampire castle? Yeah, that's right. Call Simon Bellhop. Food's ready.
Number 2.
That's a good one.
In some cases, options mean more than outcomes. This is the case for Star Ocean's second story. Right out the gate, you're presented with a decision, and from there, it pretty much never stops, forcing you to make tough calls.
But now I know
even
that
when you don't know you're making
there's
them.
going to be
But
at
Star
least
Ocean isn't
one
just special because of
major
its story and
omission
branching
from
paths.
this
Its
list.
battle system is top-notch, offering a splendid live-action
is?
feel. But our second story really
Well,
shines
I'm
is
going
its
to find out,
near-endless
aren't I?
playability. You'd have to try real hard to play the same game twice.
It's
Star
number
Ocean's
1.
second story is great, by the way.
Final Fantasy Tactics isn't the best game on this list.
Okay, so
Sure,
there's
its story is
two
great, its gameplay is tight, and its class
major
system provides
omissions
plenty
from
of
this
depth,
list.
But these qualities shine a bit brighter in many of our other games.
And that is...
Final Fantasy Tactics
Well,
isn't number 1
Crow
because
Lancer
of how good
won.
it is. Tactics is number 1 because of how we remember it and reflect on it.
And...
It's a game we found
Well,
ourselves playing
Chrono
almost annually
Cross.
because it never really leaves our mind. It's number 1 because for whatever reason, it's unforgettable to us.
Is it an exclusive?
Edmund Burke once said that the only thing necessary for triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing.
I mean,
Final Fantasy
Cross
Tactics
hasn't
is a
been
story about the struggle of good men
Cross
trying to
hasn't
do
been
something,
ported
even
to
if they have no idea what to
anything
do.
except for the
And it
Switch
reminds
and
us that
PC,
sometimes,
and that
even
was
if we don't want
after
to,
this
we have
list
to do
came
something
out.
rather than nothing. Oh, and you can have a team
And-
full of gun-wielding ninja magicians, which is probably the coolest team of anything
Well,
to have
Grow
ever
Lancer 1 has
Even if it's
only
not
ever
supposed to
come
be.
out on PS1
Thanks
and
for watching this Nostalgia
PSP.
Laden Top 10. Before you go, make sure you check out the latest Death Battle preview, Yang from Ruby, and we're hosting an Amiibo
Oh,
contest
ugh.
live in Dallas at the end of this month. So, click here to watch the Psychotic Acid Trip trailer.
So this list was
forgot
always
that.
going to have some issues, I suppose. The problem is, you gotta leave something off if you're only picking 10, and everybody's gonna quibble about the order. Huh. This is very difficult. Because here's the thing.
it is.
Excuse me, here's the thing. I almost thought that they weren't going to include Final Fantasy Tactics. I agree with you could definitely put it at number 1, but I thought because they had 7 on the list that they were going to leave Tactics off. Not that I just switched off clip safe mode on my mic, by the way. If I sound louder, that's why. But yeah, no Chrono Cross. If they're picking exclusives, I can see why they wouldn't include, like, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 4, 5, or 6 on here, or Chrono Trigger. And, you know, they picked stuff... I guess they left Growlancer off because it's a Japanese exclusive. Growlancer's still really good. Go play Growlancer 1 and 2. They were released as a double pack called Growlancer Generations. I picked that up at a thrift store. I think it was like $5 for the 2 games. And it's really fucking fun. Growlancer 1 is also really good, but you have to either find the English translation, which I don't think is fully completed still, or you have to know Japanese, and that's kind of a large task for people to, ask people to... Yeah, it's okay. I was just saying that I kind of feel like there are some notable omissions from this list. Growlancer, Final Fantasy 8 and 9, obviously, like, no Chrono Cross. Like, by the time we got to number 1, I'm not gonna quibble with the fact that they had Tactics as number 1. Right. Like, the whole list is good. It's a great list of games. I don't know, like, it has to be Iron Man of gaming by default. Because unless you were to go full fucking retard, it's hard to make a bad list out of this, you know?
Right.
But, like, Chrono Cross is one of my favorite games, and it's not on the fucking list. Growlancer's a great game, and hardly anybody knows about it. And it's not on the fucking list, but it is a Japanese exclusive, like I said.
Well, not many people knew about Chrono Cross that way back in the day either. Like, people were always, on Chrono Trigger, and then it wasn't until, years later they started praising Chrono Cross?
Yeah. I mean, I remember Square Enix was still selling copies of Chrono Cross on their website up until they shut down the store, I think. They were silver CD ROMs.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to get a copy, but I already have 2. Like, I already have 2 copies of Chrono Cross. I have one where I got the first disc at a thrift store, and the second disc in the case was fucked up, so I just burned off a copy of the second disc and played it through like that. And then probably about 5 or 6 years later, I bought a bunch of PS1 games off a friend of mine who was selling his PS3, and I got a complete in-box copy of it, so I just didn't have any reason to buy another fucking copy. And it was like, you know, this is coming from the guy who owns like 12 copies of Top Gun, you know?
So yeah. Iron Man of gaming then?
I have to say it has to be an Iron Man of gaming.
Ridley, Sonic?
Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Except I do with it alright. I'll go with Alex, Iron Man.
Alright, 2 Iron Man gamings. Ridley? Hello?
I'll go with that, too.
Okay, so 3 Iron Man gamings. Sounds like because there's some emissions, you wouldn't really put it at high, so...
I mean, I would put it pretty high. The reasons why it's an Iron Man of gaming instead of Master of the Internet is just because I don't like the order.
I mean, I'm not really much of an RPG guy in the PS1, so...
I was.
Like second high?
Yeah. I'm glad that they didn't... one thing I have to say, a lot of RPG lists for Super Nintendo games include the Zelda games, like for anything. And it's like, Zelda's technically not an RPG because there's no leveling system.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear people
Unless you're talking Zelda 2.
Yeah, it's like Zelda 2 is the...
that's not much of an RPG game either. It's more of an adventure game with RPG elements.
Yeah, it's like it's the difference between being an action RPG and an action game with RPG elements, like you said. Because it's like the difference between...
That's like Skyrim as a first-person shooter game. Just
yeah.
First person, you know?
Or it's like the original Deus Ex and Deus Ex 2 are action RPGs, and then like Deus Ex Human Revolution is like an action game with RPG elements, you know?
Right.
All right, so I will be right back, but we can reconvene in a couple of seconds. Give me a minute here. Excuse me.
So, Gizmo, apparently Toyotaro can everything Dragon Ball related canon.
Really?
Awesome.
Which includes all of the bullshit. And
I mean, when you talk about bullshit, you mean like the movie bullshit or
movies, the games, GT, Dragon Ball Heroes.
Oh joy. You know what? I'm just gonna consider it the same way Suku Natsu considers all fates canon.
And
you know,
that
separate
implies.
universe.
Okay.
You know what that implies, ladies and gentlemen? That implies that according to Toyotaro, Dragon Ball Evolution is canon.
I mean, Dragon Ball Evolution is part of the multiverse, but sure.
No!
Gizmo.
Yes.
Do you mind going over into the Twitch chat and banning that bot?
Which one?
Haru Flame. The one pushing Stream Boo.
Let me see.
Yeah. Don't ban stream elements. They're the reason why we have sponsors.
See.
What the fuck was that? Was that a soundboard?
Okay, Haru Flame, you said?
Yeah, Haru Flame. Trying to get us to buy viewers on Stream Boo. I don't know how they haven't blocked this. I could actually probably add Stream Boo.
How do you kick?
Oh, I thought I had you as a moderator. Hang on. Let me pull this up. Okay,
no,
just
there you go.
just
view.
post. Oh, you are in mod view?
Okay, so what do I do? How do I do this?
Okay. Hey, hang on. So you just click on the name and then you click on ban.
Okay, there you go.
Which is the circle with the thing? Yeah. Okay. Actually, hey, Kevin, you have a Twitch channel?
Yeah.
You have a Twitch account? Post in the Twitch chat so I can mod you. Sonic, you too? And just mod both of you guys.
I'm already a moderator for your thing.
For the Twitch channel? Okay. Well, Sonic, just post in the Twitch chat so I can mod you. Meanwhile, we can, Meanwhile, let's go on to top 10 superhero license games. I expect to see Batman for Super Nintendo and Spider-Man 2 for the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox.
So about that, it looks like it doesn't have it here. I
What?
thought I did. Yeah.
Huh.
Dude, I even have the thumbnail, so maybe I have it.
It's a me, Sonic.
And you have now been modded.
Oh joy.
Okay.
You know what? Let me just go to the archive. Oh, I got there.
Alright, so while we're doing this, what do you guys expect to see on there? Because like I said, Batman
Stuff?
for the NES, Spider-Man 2, probably Spider-Man the NetherRealm. Neversoft, the Neversoft game.
I mean, depends on Marvel superheroes.
Yeah, Marvel superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom, probably.
X-Men arcade game.
X-Men arcade, that's a good one. Superman Returns, probably. That's pretty good.
I'd be surprised if Maximum Carnage showed up.
I like.
You want to know what? You want to know what? Yellow editor I have to say about Combat 2 Jade.
Bald bitch.
What?
Holy mother of Jesus! It's your man.
Could be worse. At least, yeah. I was like, yeah, Jade's completely fucking bald in Mortal Kombat 2. We got Johnny Cage.
Okay, here you go.
You know,
Yeah,
perfect casting, but 20 years too late.
I labeled it wrong. That's what's up. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Oh yeah.
top 10.
Hey guys, are you excited for Taika Waititi's Judge Dredd?
No.
Oh, it's been 13 years since one of the best comic book films ever made. One of the best 3D films ever made. 2012. And Dredd's one of my favorite movies. Fucking love that movie. Perpetually very cheap in 4K. Go buy the 4K. It's very high quality. Looks very good. Also comes with the film in 3D.
That's
Right now?
Tuesday,
Yeah, we
October
can see it.
27. Purchase your tickets through the link in the description.
Hold on, I'll be
Join
back.
Screwattack and special guests for this one-night-only event.
Okay.
Superheroes and video games should go hand in hand. When we started to make this list, we thought, yeah, there'll be tons of
Shattered
games to
Dimensions,
choose
maybe?
from. But then the more we looked into it, the more we realized
Oh yeah, that was
finding
released
good
at the
superhero
time.
games was tougher than we thought. Nevertheless, we broke this list off only including licensed heroes, so characters like Alex Mercer or Cole
Yeah, I was
McGrath
gonna say, no
will not be
Infamous,
in this list.
no
But hey,
Prototype.
who knows? We might do an unlicensed superheroes list someday. Anyway, we're
Oh yeah, Marvel
That
Ultimate
would,
Alliance.
that would be the five
So hey, I'm nervous
fucking
Nick for Screwattack's top 10
games, I
licensed
think.
superhero
Might
games.
maybe more. It wouldn't be a full 10, I don't think. They'd be scraping the bottom of the
Man,
barrel. for
Legends
quality.
games.
Oh, Wolverine.
Hit us in the side of the head
Origins
out of
Wolverine?
nowhere. From the
Origins
looks of the box,
Wolverine?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just another movie game, whatever.
That's a good
But
game.
Once you
Yeah,
start
that was-
down to business, you'll be refreshed to see what really happens to the human body when Logan's claws start slicing and dicing. Chopping people's heads off, stabbing, gutting, getting covered in their blood and entrails. Ugh, if you really want to feel like what it would be to be the Wolverine, this is surprisingly your best bet.
Number 9.
Yep. Respectable
If you're unaware,
choice.
the series of Lego video
Lego
games
Marvel
are
superheroes?
surprisingly pretty good. And for
No,
the
they're
number
not.
9 spot,
They're
we were torn
surprisingly
between
pretty
Lego
bad.
Marvel superheroes and Lego Batman 2, but we went with the former because of how awesome the roster is. The Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Spider-Man, blah 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 blah. Lego
Blah 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 blah.
all of these characters in one place. Yes, it is a simpler game.
See, I can make those noises too. You're not special.
Cute charm, humor, and side activities that were constantly keeping us distracted. This is easily our favorite superhero game in the Lego franchise.
Number 8.
After we were let down by the
Injustice,
new Mortal
really?
Kombat versus DC,
Fucking Injustice.
took the mechanics from the revolutionary Mortal Kombat 9 and mixed it in.
I mean, I could see why it was kind of popular when it came out.
Hawkgirl, Deathstroke versus
Hey Kevin,
Superman.
why does
It's one of the
everything come
best
back to
superhero
Injustice
fighting
with
games
us?
Ever made.
I
A
don't
surprisingly
know.
intriguing narrative provided a great excuse for villains and heroes to beat the crap out of each other, and the stage
Happy Pills.
made it a as much fun
Mander
to watch
Woman.
as it was to play.
Number 7.
Frank
Oh,
Castle
Punisher.
is
Oh yeah, the
a
Punisher game.
I forgot about the
Fighting
Punisher
evil
game.
by moonlight,
fueled by his blood.
killing thugs by
Often
daylight.
appreciated Punisher on
Family
PlayStation
died
2
from a
because
mob
of its
fight.
ability to make
I
you
am the
feel like
one
man
called
or his
Punisher.
crimes more than anything. As solid as the combat is, the real pleasure comes from the torture scenes in which you interrogate people by parking forklifts on their faces or pushing their heads into a piranha tank. But most importantly, you can dual-wield pump-action shotguns. How? By doing this Sarah Connor one-handed pump in between shots. And Thomas Jane does the
I
voice.
am the long-lost ancestor, the T-800.
But you've got a sentence.
You're supposed to be dead.
I've heard that before.
Number 6.
While making this list, we had a little bit of a debate as
yeah.
to what qualifies a superhero.
Hi,
When all of a
powers.
sudden, Ben Singer pops up and says, a superhero is someone who takes care of the streets.
The fucking...
So, I mean...
The Turtles?
Turtles kind of do exactly that.
I
so which
guess?
game
Sure.
is on the list, you may be asking. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
a Screwattack list if the answer was
Turtles
not
in Time,
Turtles
sure.
in Time.
Fuck it, why
Fine,
not?
screw it.
You can get on
I'm
the
not gonna-
SNES and all kinds.
I'm not gonna complain too much.
It's about the praises we've given it many times over the years. The diversity that comes with
My
the crap out of the
patience
Foot Clan
wears
super
thin.
surfboards and moving
I
trains
will now
is what keeps
banish
this
you
title
to
in such
time
high
war,
praise.
from which you shall never return.
Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom. There it is.
Satisfied a lot of dream superhero matchups. Marvel vs. Capcom is an awesome way to play out the fantasies of crossover matchups.
With all of them, or
I mean,
just
let's be real.
two?
Most of the Capcom roster feels like superheroes anyway, and they complement the Marvel
Yeah.
side perfectly. Seeing
Yeah.
them team up and with the likes of Iron Man
And then of course you have Dante and the Resident Evil
Wolverine is
cast.
just as awesome as watching them beat the crap out of each other. We had a small point of contention as to which of the games makes the list, but we're gonna give the
It's gotta be,
slight
yeah, I
edge
was gonna
to
say, it's
Ultimate
either
Marvel
2 or
vs.
3.
Capcom 3. Hey, remember,
You can't do
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 1 because that didn't have a good home version for a very long time.
Does the job better than the rest.
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yep, there it is.
X-Men.
X-Men.
Welcome
to die.
Throwback! If you're old enough to have experienced
I still love the love how the redub
X-Men
of
game
just
was gonna show its
the
gorgeous
redub
face
gives
on the
us
top 10.
such talent as
You
Kyle A.
and
Bear,
Were you
Bella
and
Lee,
Were
and
you and 5
nobody
friends
else.
If you found the right arcade game, got to stroll around as
I was kind of hoping that I hope that they have
Storm, Nightcrawler, or
what are the
Dazzler.
X-Men games on Genesis?
Dazzler, no.
Anyway, you got to beat the
You remember when people were trying to get Taylor Swift to play Dazzler?
Swiping, exploding, dive
That's
kicking,
stupid.
throwing, body slamming, boss battling, mayhem.
Literally
that had
only
us
would be
because
funny,
she's
though.
been in
by the
movies
pit.
and she sings.
You kids think games nickel and dime.
Which is lame.
But that logic... Actually, Miley Cyrus wouldn't have been a bad Dazzler before she fucked up her
What if
voice.
I told you that the guys who made last generation's prototype were going to make an Incredible Hulk
Yeah!
game? You'd get excited,
Incredible
right?
Hulk Ultimate
Well, hey, guess what
Destruction!
they did 10 years ago. 10 years ago! A decade! That's like 40% of my life!
I love this game.
Oh, man, I feel old now. Anyway, the Hulk Ultimate Destruction is a game that definitely lives up to its title. You can smash everything.
It's as good as Spider-Man 2.
Cars, trucks, tanks, buildings, jump onto jets, grapple down
That's not a
helicopters,
jet.
jump and surf
That's
on
a helicopter,
destroyed
yeah.
buses, jump from a skyscraper and unleash a
Smash
deadly
you!
smash that destroys everything in your area, powerbomb mechs,
I like that the
run
Hulk
up
Marvel
walls, take a
Capcom
cargo
3 music
truck,
is
smash
playing.
it over your own head, and hide
I mean,
inside
it's the Hulk game.
undetected
Hulk
somehow, and then
used
jump
truck
out of
to
it and smash the
hide.
crap out of everything.
Hulk like Solid Snake.
Snake's like, well, that's one way to doing it.
A great superhero
No,
game
I'm
is
not
one
really
that
sure that
surprise
Yep,
makes
there's
you
Spider-Man.
superhero. That's why Hulk is so high. That's why number
But
1
fuck
is
it,
where
whatever.
it is. We'll get to that soon enough. And why
Spider-Man 2
Spider-Man
for
2 is in
2?
this spot.
Okay.
Going from shooting webs that attach to,
Nothing.
I don't know, the sky? Whatever.
Uncle Ben,
And 2
we established
actually
this.
attaching webbing to objects in the environment.
Uncle Ben is using
This
his fingers
makes
from
you
heaven
feel
to
like
help
you
you
are skilled in
attach
web
to the
swinging.
sky.
You just do that for hours. Swing through the
He
ceiling.
reaches
People have
down
made
and he
that-
Side to the
plucks
skyscrapers
your
or just jump off the Empire
web
State
strand
Building and
out of the
see what
air.
happens. Just to give you an idea of how fun
Web
was, or how easily entertained I am, I spent New Year's Eve in 2003 playing Spider-Man 2. Fast forward to New Year's Eve 2004,
Good game.
and I was doing the exact same thing. True story.
It's a
Throw in the bullet dodging
good tradition.
combat and plenty of side missions, and you've got a
Oh
perfect
god, the
example of
combat
what
in
it
this
feels
game
like
is
to be inside a
amazing.
flying suit.
It's number
Yeah,
one.
much better than the PC version.
Like I said about a minute
Oh,
ago,
Yep, there's
Batman
Batman.
Arkham City.
are the ones that make you feel
Sure.
like that hero.
Of
And
course.
Nothing makes you feel like Batman.
It was either Spider-Man or Batman, let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Hold for suspense. City. Arkham
People forget that it's on Wii U,
City
but it
took the
is on
mechanics
Wii
of
U.
Asylum, which was the first
Yep.
actually decent
Yeah.
Batman game in over a decade.
DDT.
Upped the ante to the next level. The Joker played his sadistic game over an entire
I still need to play the Arkham
Even more
games.
opportunities for Batman action.
I have all the games on Steam, but
Combat, exploration. It had some of the best boss battles
I'll
of
have
last
fun
generation.
with the Novo.
Anyone? And spoilers. For real, spoilers. Close your eyes if you don't want spoilers.
the Joker dies.
Exciting conclusion with some iconic
Let's-
images.
For reals this time.
It's with us today. In Arkham City, you are the
Oh,
Batman.
that is ironic
That's
as
about all
fuck.
anybody really wants out of
Batman
life.
bringing out Joker's
So what are
corpse
your
in front of
favorite
Joker
superhero games?
Immortal.
Let us know in the comments. But hey, don't go anywhere just yet because we got to check out.
I don't know. Play the Tokyo Ghoul song.
Okay. This is going in Iron Man of Gaming because that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, I can't complain about this. It's a top 10 list. You had to... The only stretch I'd say is maybe Turtles in Time, but it's a really good game.
But again, I mean, they are
technically it is a superhero.
Technically
it is a superhero thing, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
can't
agree.
complain too much. Giz, what you say?
Masters of the Internet.
So, one Masters of the Internet.
They have a little bit of everything, you know. They have some variety in here.
Yeah,
and they have a wild card with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they have some Marvel, DC, and then some stuff outside of that, of course. You know.
Yeah, the only exclusion I noticed was no Genesis X-Men games, but that's all right. Like they played the hits.
But if you were to compare them to,
no Batman for the NES.
You know, the arcade beat 'em up. I think.
I mean, I would have liked none of the old Alliance games. No X-Men Legends, no Ultimate Alliance.
No X-Men Legends, no Ultimate Alliance.
This took place in 2015, just to remind you guys.
Yeah, but those games are still out.
X-Men Legends, no Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, no Ultimate Alliance. Yeah.
God, those games were awesome.
They were. It's kind of weird that they put them up, but they quickly went.
I found it kind of funny that they had.
Went down the. They quickly went down as quickly as they went up on digital stores again when they came back.
Do you guys remember how in X-Men Legends it was like a cross between the X-Men animated series cast, the modern day X-Men animated, so like you had Steve Blum in there and everything, and we also had some X-Men animated series people. Well, and then you just had some people who were from the fucking movies almost.
Yeah.
Like, didn't Patrick Stewart do the voice of Xavier in that game?
I think at one point, yes.
Yeah. So
that really wasn't Patrick Stewart, was it?
So you had I would have fucking sworn it was back in the day. Hey, but it's like it looked like him too.
Let it go. Since it's midnight where I'm at, I'm gonna go. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Same here.
We should probably wrap this up. Yeah, might as well.
Will you wrap it? Okay, yeah. Thank you, Kevin.
Well, he did say Iron Man of Gaming.
I couldn't hear him. That's what I wanted to hear from him. Yeah. So so one Iron Man of Gaming.
I'd say you could put it Iron Man and no lower than Iron Man.
So 2 Iron Man.
The question is where.
So 3 Iron Man of Gaming. Okay. And 1 Master of the Internet. That's let's see.
Put it above. It's probably above top 10 best movie games.
You think so?
I mean, we are above. Oh, it's like we're already above that, and so we could probably, above top 10 Wii U, maybe. Nah, above top. I wouldn't say, necessarily above top 10 PS1 RPGs. Definitely, maybe above Sonic. Give us your input here. Where would you put this?
All right. Okay. So I mean, I wouldn't see since we're on Iron Man Gaming. I think put it around maybe a bit above Psychos.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Gizmo, what do you
Psychos or Fighters? In between those two.
Okay.
Because I do like because in terms of list, I would probably mostly agree with. I'd say I'd probably go with more with licensed superhero games over Psychos.
Right.
And it still probably holds up more.
Man, I didn't realize there were so many top 10s that they made.
Yeah. Anime foods? Really? Gen 2 Pokemon,
Worst
Dragon Ball.
comic book movies, and they've got Albert Pune's Captain America.
Oh god, we got the worst Sonic games.
We're Sonic characters.
Stupidest Superman moments. Shows Netflix should revive. I wonder how badly that's aged. Fan films, Deadliest Cars with Boomstick.
Like Halloween Candy.
Worst boss fights, top 10 edgelords. Urban Legends, oh that's a good one.
Rest in peace, the Pog Champ emote.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Chinese stereotype. It's an Asian stereotype. Of what?
It's a face the guy actually made on stream, but whatever.
Top 10 dads.
They say it's a harmful stereotype. Of what though?
Hi Ben. We're wrapping up our Screwattack stream for the night.
That's why Kevin left. I was curious.
Yeah, because it's midnight.
Yeah.
His time anyway.
Oh yeah, it's midnight over here too.
Yikes! You should go to sleep.
So are we ending it right here then?
Yeah.
I
Well.
mean, unless you want to make it a two-man show.
This is my cameo of the week. Bye.
All right. Been ourselves a nice couple of streams here today. Had ourselves a nice couple of streams here today, rather.
Yep.
I'm surprised how many videos made it to Nick Broken and Scurry the Monkey. There aren't that many.
Yeah, no, well, the thing is, most of their lists are pretty good. It's just that a couple of them here and there are fucking abhorrent.
We're still butthurt over Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Are you?
Yeah, he hates that game. He hates the new Super Mario Bros.
No, I do not like. The one on DS was a nice experiment, but they took it too far, and it wasn't.
Look, Soup was alright first time.
If you're gonna go back to the 2D style, you gotta go hardcore. You gotta make it right.
Look, I'll defend Soup on the DS and Wii. I'll defend those two.
I just remember so many people wanted to play that instead of Brawl at the library, because they used to have like every month they used to have library game days, and they'd haul out the Wii and this big fucking CRT TV. And
I mean, they still do that where I am.
I remember going to
we literally just rent out.
I remember there was this local church we used to go to, and there was this big ass CRT TV, and it was like almost like one. You would use it in like an indoor theater, like personal theater anyway. The only games that anybody would ever play was Brawl, and only Brawl. I had so many Wii games back in the day. I brought Punch Out, Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I brought.
We used to play Punch Out.
I brought my own copy of Wii Sports. I even brought my own copy of Wii Sports, and they kept saying, "Oh, I want to play Brawl. 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 Why don't you have Brawl?" It was to the point where they intentionally blocked my fucking view of the TV, and then they would look at me like, "You want to play Brawl?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, I just brought you like another cool game. How about some variety?"
Yeah, for me it was like
it's not like I was older than them. I was like the same age.
Yeah, for me it was the opposite. Everybody wanted to play fucking new Super Mario, and I was like, "Can we play Brawl?" I spent like weeks getting all these characters unlocked for us.
I bet it's not really the game you like. I bet it's the fact that you can like screw someone over in game.
Probably.
I just wanted to play co-op Subspace Emissary and versus mode, and I got after a while I managed to get people to do that with me, but
then they stopped.
There was a whole fucking incident where like I was one room away from unlocking Star Wolf, which was the last character that I had to unlock in that game, because we didn't have any of the characters unlocked in the game. I mean, you can't just download a save file for Brawl, right? So I went.
You can.
Well, you can, but you have to mod the Wii, and they wouldn't let me do that.
Yeah, because when it comes to Wii games, there's only a certain kind of Wii game you can copy data off of, and that's mostly
none of the online games let you back up the save
files.
Yeah,
none whatsoever. Even if it's something like leaderboards, they still won't let you copy them.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that really bugged the fuck out of me for some of the Sonic games, because some of the Sonic games had online functionality that was completely fucking worthless on the Wii, right? But you couldn't back up your save files. But anyway, so I was one room away from unlocking Star Wolf in that game, right? And I'm getting there, and these cheerleaders are like practicing in our back room where the Wii was, right? They show up early because I got the room booked so I can play the game so that I can get the thing unlocked. And they just showed up like 20 minutes before I was supposed to have everything packed up, and then they just start ransacking the place almost, like knocking books off of the shelves, popping the, messing with the packaging for the Wii, because you gotta, after you get done with the Wii, you gotta put it all back in the box, right? And the sensor bar got wrapped up in bubble wrap and everything so that everything would be all nice and secure. And they started popping the bubble wrap and like messing with the manuals and stuff and knocking books off the shelves in the library. And I had to like physically take stuff away from them. And it was like, I was probably like, when did Brawl come out? That was like what, 2009, 2008? I would have been like 11 or 12 at the time, and they're older than me, and I'm having to physically take things away from them. And it's like, this stuff belongs to the library. You guys are not allowed to just fuck with it. And they got mad at me about that, and my mom knew the library manager, which is why I was doing this in the first place, is like, hey, get some more characters unlocked for this thing, and he can play the game for a little bit while she was working at the library. And they got kicked out for fucking with library property.
Good.
Yeah.
They deserved it.
Yeah, so that's that story. We never unlocked Star Wolf, by the way, because the copy of Brawl that we had crashed every time you got to the room because the disc was scratched right there.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. But hey, I eventually unlocked Star Wolf on my own when I was playing through Subspace Emissary, and that was captured on one of my old camcorder Let's Plays that I made that I shot on my digital TV with my dad's digital camera back in the day. That's right. I used to be like DSP.
Well, at least back in the day, you had an excuse.
Oh yeah, back in the day I had an excuse. Back in the day, I also didn't make any money off of that stuff. Often I had no funds of my own with which to buy a capture card. DSP had no excuse. He was making money hand over fist and spending it on WWE.
And playing stupid at how to initiate a fucking QuickTime event.
That man is legitimately
how do I do
fucking
this? How do I
retarded.
do this? Even though the fucking the fact that he's even still popular.
DSP, well, people watch him because they like to see him fail. DSP is one thing, Aaron Hansen is another, because Aaron Hansen, and like, DSP is stupid. Aaron Hansen is stupid and malicious sometimes. Like, there's a section in Sonic Adventure where in his Sonic Adventure Let's Play, he had to steer Sonic into, like, a gap between two polygons and wiggle the stick back and forth. And he acts like, oh, I just got sucked into a hole in this level. I was like, no, I've played that game countless fucking times. I was having an argument with somebody about that, and I went back to my original Let's Play from probably like 13 years ago now or something like that. And probably more than that, actually. And I was like, no, here's me playing this on the GameCube. I know the quality is shit, but here's, kid me playing this on the GameCube, and that didn't happen. If you play the game normally, surprise, surprise, it doesn't fuck up. It's like saying, it's like saying, oh, Ocarina of Time is so glitchy because if you line up the camera with this one line in Kakariko Village and then jump through, you can grab a cuckoo and fly to the bottom of the well before you know where the Shadow Temple is.
Shame he didn't just stick to animating because his hot takes are...
God.
Just hot takes.
Yeah. Ego Raptor needs to... Yeah, tone down the ego.
I mean, then what would he be without his ego then? Just a raptor. Just be raptor then.
Anyway, guys, that's the end of our stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that tangent.
People like listening to our tangents, I hope. I like listening to our tangents when I watch these back.
I do too.
Next time we come back here, it'll be top 10 scariest games, and I'm not sure how much you guys are gonna like or hate this because
it's got Alien Isolation in the thumbnail. That's a good game.
Yeah, but that's probably the only game you'll probably agree this is one of the scariest.
Back when I was still back when I was kind of getting big on YouTube before I had to stop for college. Alien Isolation was actually sent to me by Sega. Like I got a copy of it. I still have my original Xbox 360 copy of that game. But I also wound up getting it on PS4 and GOG.com and whatnot later on. Played pretty good on Xbox 360 though. Somebody tried to tell me, it was like, oh, it's completely fucking broken on Xbox 360. And I was like, okay. Did you like play it unpatched before release? Because I fucking did. This fucking guy played it unpatched before release, and I didn't see any of those issues. Then I went back and replayed it with the patch, and it still didn't see any of those fucking issues. I saw some issues, but it wasn't, wasn't super broken. It wasn't even mildly broken. But yeah, you guys know where to find me and Kevin and Ben. Sonic still doesn't have anything to promote. Well. Yeah, Sonic. Yep. Sonic you can find here. And then Gizmo you can find here and at Gizmo Hibiki on YouTube. Till next time. What's that things we want to see? Is it things we want to see from the next Legend of Zelda?
No, we talking about the top 10 list? The top 10
the Zelda thing, yeah.
That's spiders.
Oh, that's giant spiders. That's just straight up top 10 giant spiders.
No, I was talking about the Zelda one after Worst Sonic.
Oh. No, wait, no.
Where is that? Let me see. Where is that?
It's the fourth list left on here.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I see it.
Yeah. After worst video game cartoons or show
after
Sonic?
Worst Sonic games.
It's on the top list. It's on the top row.
Oh, now that's things we want to see in the next Zelda. They would be talking about.
Yeah, I wonder how well this is going to age.
Yeah, at that time they were talking about Breath of the Wild before that. Title was announced.
Good bit of comparison there, because we can say, hey, how well does this compare to what we got? And then I hate how Sonic X is in the worst video game cartoons thumbnail, because it's not even in the top.
A lot of people really don't like it for good reason.
Oh yeah, but it's not even in the top 20 worst video game cartoons.
Yeah, but it's up there. It's up there.
And it's infamous.
Very.
I mean, we did have the quality animation thread in the Sega forums for a reason, and most of the screenshots were from Sonic X and Underground.
I'd rather watch Underground.
I would not. Underground. Come on, Ben, get back in here. Talk about how much you love Underground.
At least the fucking music is so bad. like, dude, Sonic X could have been one of the greatest cartoons out there if not for the fact that they had to remove or censor a ton of shit there.
I mean, even without the uncensored version, it's still not that great.
At least without the censored and removed stuff, it's at least more palatable. They can show that the guys at least try to make a good show, but once 4Kids got their hands on it, you can't have words, even if they are in English for some.
Oh well, no, that wasn't them. That was actually what they got was the international masters for the show, which didn't have any text on them, which is so they're meant to be typeset in whatever the local language is. And they were provided.
So they thought that's how they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they just didn't do it because they either didn't look at the script guidelines for the episodes, or
that's still their fault. I mean, they were in.
I mean, yeah, it's their fault. It's just it's not a matter of censorship. It's just a matter of their own fucking stupidity.
I mean, they did censor a lot of scenes too.
Because they did that for a bunch of stuff. I still maintain that that Cyclops should have been called Chris Thorndike in the live-action Sonic movie.
I don't know.
Make him like
I think that would have just been a little too on the nose, or just a little too.
Just make a cameo or something, mention like, "Oh, hey, my cousin Chris," or something like that.
Or something, or maybe like Sonic came out of the kid's room saying, "I don't like your son. I don't like that kid. He's weird, too clingy. What was his name? Christopher or something? I don't know."
Oh god, people would have thought that was a Chris Chan reference, though.
No, but they would have to say something like, "That guy gives me the creeps." I don't know. He was wearing something that looked like me. It was yellow. I think his name was Chris or something.
Oh, Sonic 4, you guys know what to do.
Oh boy.
Please reference him in some way. I mean, people already think they're bringing in Chaotix, so you might as well.
Team Chaotix.
Yep.
I want to see how they do Rouge, because I want to see how they could fuck this up.
If they have the balls to do it, that is.
And dude, if people are able to have fucking like one redesign people hate, and just the one, and the rest people love, it would be a miracle for them to fuck this up.
Look, even without the redesign, it's still the fact that people are gonna bitch about it because furry bait.
We can only see.
Yeah, because people these days. Alright.
That's the end.
I was about
unless, of course, you guys want to keep talking about video game TV shows. We can do that.
Nah.
Segment out of that later, because
we've got 40 minutes left in this day. We can keep talking.
I mean, technically it's tomorrow for me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go to bed. Gizmo and I can keep talking about video game TV shows if he wants to, or you can go to bed.
I mean,
just so that if you don't have anything to do tomorrow, I don't have anything to do tomorrow. Well, I mean, I do. I just don't. I don't have to be up super early for it, so we can keep talking about. Would you want to see a Final Fantasy animated series?
Yes.
Like where each season is one game, and then they do like an anthology.
Well, I mean, depends on who's doing it.
That's not really a show.
Well, yeah, but like you do one season and it's Final Fantasy 1, one season and it's Final Fantasy 2.
Okay, I see where you're going, yeah.
Okay, then. Kind of like how JoJo's does it.
I don't know, man, because...
Wait, then a top 10 includes Street Fighter 5?
Because we've gotten enough shows that about video games. Well, not about video games, but like based on video games, and for just somehow, despite all the material they have, they fuck it up somehow. Like,
Mortal
Kombat Defenders of the Realm, the Street Fighter cartoons, Sonic Underground.
Oh yeah, I have this. I got the Street Fighter cartoon on Blu-ray recently.
I mean, hell, even
in their own bad way, but combat time, that kind of
yeah.
At the same time, though, what you have, you should be able to do something with it. It like when Japan was the okay. So when Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, released, that's when Capcom was like, "Oh yeah, this is good. This is good enough," and decided to implement a ton of shit from there into their games, like Bison being like fucking a beefcake of a man. And because of that, they liked the design to the point where they buffed him up in the game just like he was in the movie. They added a whole grassy field scene of like how when Ryu and Sagat fought in the beginning of the movie. They had like a 2v1 mode where you get to pick two characters to fight M. Bison, like how they did in the movie. We get nothing like that. We get nothing even similar to that in any of the shows. Nothing from the 90s, the 80s, the 2000s. Nothing that good has ever made it to video game form. Maybe Devil May Cry, if you count like the little girl that Dante had to constantly babysit in the Devil May Cry anime.
I will take babysitting a little girl over her babysitting a fucking woman child. You know something that was a real missed opportunity. Obviously, the Halo show was, but if you wanna make it, if you want to make a Halo show and make it different, I'd say, you know what you could do? You could make it like a tokusatsu show,
That would have been cool to see if they gave that shit to Japan. I mean, they managed to make Spider-Man a tokusatsu. That was
yeah. No, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And
that was pretty ballsy considering Spider-Man actively, because Spider-Man was strapped. He was fucking outright shot people in that show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the infamous machine gun sequence. But the thing that I was thinking of is Master Chief could be like a Kamen Rider. Give him like a belt or a wrist transformer, and you can hit the soundtrack like it's the main theme of one of the tokusatsu shows. So in the tokusatsu shows, they usually have the main theme hit during the transformation, and they have like an insert theme for big sequences, and you could have used that. You could have used the choir for the regular fights and the transformations and whatnot, and then for the big moments, you could use "Blow Me Away" by Breaking Benjamin.
What I imagine it would begin. It was that whoever would play a tokusatsu Master Chief, the choir would slowly play as he slowly gets into like a morphing stance, and then the moment he activates his morpher or the equivalent of a morpher, that's when the guitar hits, like and you see him like slowly getting into a stance, and then the moment he says a few words and then presses the button, dun, 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 and then like the morph sequence is in tune of the soundtrack.
I like how you see the vision here.
Like I can already imagine the battle cry. Not this time, Covenant. Master Chief reporting for duty. Boom. He presses button.
Master Chief reporting for duty.
What was it? Spartan 131?
117.
117. Yeah, like Spartan. Oh, it was like
Spartan 131. Spartan 117. Activate.
The morphing would be the way he morphs would be similar to how what was it, the space, like Power Rangers and Space Morphers? Or
yeah.
It was either Lost Galaxy or Space.
Like that?
Yes, it was space. It was space. Power Rangers in Space had a morpher where they had to flip it open and then put in a code, and then they start transforming.
Yeah, and his code is 117.
117, yes. Master Chief reporting for duty. Flip open. 117. Right? And
you can see like
the
green lightning and crackling around his body as the armor forms, and you see the yellow as the visor clocks in, and that way you can still have like the Power Rangers, look, Iron Man look inside the helmet thing, and you can also have Master Chief not being in the suit, but you can still have the fucking suit. And then you can have the actor, if the actor can't do the stunts, just cast a stuntman who can do it like the Japanese do it, with a capable stunt actor and a capable voice actor.
They would have to get either some tall guys, very, very tall guys, or some good animatronic stilts to
I think if the guy who played if the guy who played the Blue Ranger in Geki Ranger is still working in stunts, he would have been a good choice. Excuse me. No offense to Pablo Schreiber, but that show was terrible.
Now with shit like the Power Rangers being on hiatus and now officially just dead until some other company.
They're shooting the new movie right now, but yeah.
New movie, new schmovie. They've had a new.
I was gonna look into trying to be in that film, because I tried out for both the TV show and the last movie they made, and I didn't get either of those.
I cannot tell you how much I want to be a Power Ranger. It hurts. Like, ever since I saw, the fucking Jason David Frank with being the green and the white ranger, I've always wanted to be a Power Ranger. And I'm not even talking, like, the main character. I just want to be a ranger.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was like I tried out, I submitted, headshots and stuff for Jason, never heard back. Obviously, I went to DeGray Montgomery, and then he never played Jason ever again. But after that, I hunted down the casting for Lionsgate, like the casting agency and whatnot. And I was like, the second I hear the Power Rangers sequel is being greenlit, I am bombarding them with footage of me kicking ass so that I can potentially be Tommy in the next one. It's been 8 years since that movie came out. I've gotten better at martial arts, and that movie has not been made.
The fact that they said, "Oh, it was a failure." A failure? Dude, do you know how much money you made off that?
They didn't fucking market it. Like, they made a bunch of money off of it, and they still... Imagine if they actually had marketed that film correctly. Because there was no hype, except in the fandom.
There was only previews on TV and trailers on the internet. They didn't bother marketing that movie for shit.
I know.
No merchandising, no, like, side
shitty merchandising. The fucking Megazord... The fucking Megazord for that movie was terrible. Like, I have parts of it. I don't have the whole fucking thing.
It looked alright for, like, a realistic take on how... It looked alright for how there's... If they were, like, realistic, like... Oh,
okay, but I'm talking about the toy version. You know?
Oh, no, those are...
Because the toy... go look up a picture of the toy. I think I've shown one on the show before, but...
They're horseshit.
Yeah, it's like, the coolest part is, like, the T-Rex looks pretty cool. Well, it's got some neat stuff, but it's a parts former. It's not an actual transformer.
I like your take on Goldar, though.
Yeah, Goldar looked really cool.
That was really inventive.
I wished he would have had, like, a personality. If he was, like, a creature that Rita Repulsa had to keep feeding gold, that would have been cool. But he didn't have a personality. But at the same time, like, I
really did like the fact that Rita Repulsa was just taking gold from everywhere and not picky. Like, she took a gold tooth from a homeless guy, swallowed gold from, like, a jewelry store, stole gold from, like, innocent people and everything. Yeah. That shows how evil she really is, to the point where you'll even like homeless guys to get your gold.
Yeah.
I
Something
like
that
that.
also, like the morpher. Here's the thing. Something that bothered me about that was that they morphed with the power coins. They didn't use the morpher. There was a morpher. It was cool. Like it had like a neat iris effect. I have it somewhere. But
I saw those. I'm not a fan of those.
Yeah,
they just look so plain.
Yeah, it's
there's no personality.
It's gray. I like the crank effect with the swirling lights and the transparent coins and the iris effect, but
man,
you could have made it silver, you know?
Plastic. Like they could have made the coins like a hard glass that's hard, that's like real. It's almost impossible to break or something, but it's all plastic.
Like one of those crystal flasks, right?
Yeah, like those.
Yeah,
It's just plastic, man.
Yeah, but then again, and like Bondi, knowing Bondi, it probably would have cost $100 if it was higher quality.
But the only quality they give any toy is their fucking Gundam models.
Yeah.
And even then, depending on which one you get, they're shoddy.
Yeah. Like some of the 144s, because I have a bunch of Gundam models, and I have a bunch that are still in boxes because I just haven't gotten around to building them. But I've built a bunch of Gundam models over the years, and some of the 144s have high quality plastic, and some of them are really flimsy, and I felt like I was gonna destroy them if I looked at them wrong while I was building them. And like the HGs, I would not recommend your average HG. RGs, which are like 144s but higher quality, those are good. What's the 1/100ths? The 1/100ths are pretty good. I don't remember what they're called though. You gotta get whatever the graded version of that is. Is that like an LG?
You know what's funny about the movie? I just realized the only marketing they ever had that was actually any good was the fact that Zordon as the Blue Ranger it was in a Battle for the Grid.
Well, Zordon was the Red Ranger, but yeah.
Well, he was the Red Ranger, but the Mesozoic Ranger was the Mesozoic Blue Ranger was in Fight for Battle for the Grid, and the fact that there was no seasonal DLC for that is criminal. Because like no Bulk.
But it had DLC, but
like imagine what they could have done with that game. There's no Bulk Skull DLC, which would have been cool. I was like,
and they were
Joker.
Rangers in the comics that the fucking game was based on, so you could have done that. Ben says,
Ranger.
"I thought you guys were going to bed." We were, and then we kept talking.
There's no cameo Rangers like from like the crossover stuff, like when the Turtles turn into Rangers. There was only Ryu and Chun-Li.
Yeah,
which makes sense. Which makes sense for a fighter, but at the same time, they weren't the only ones to fight alongside the Rangers, or even become a Ranger for that matter.
True, yeah.
All four Turtles turned into Rangers once. April turned into a Ranger once. There was even a time when the Mighty Morphin team turned into mutated dinosaur versions of the animals their morphers represented. That would have been cool to see as DLC. Dude, there would have been cool to see even other costumes as DLC. I'm talking like battle damage or like costumes that reference like other parts of Ranger media. Something.
I would have thought that we could have gotten the entire MMPR team and not just Trini in a fucking mech suit.
Yeah, I always found that weird. Like you got Tommy Oliver in both the green and the white Ranger.
Yeah, so you got Tommy white and green. You have Lord Draken. You have
the original Red Ranger. You have Kimberly.
Red. You have Kim in both original and Shadow.
Form.
Yeah.
Nothing on the Blue Ranger. The Black Ranger is just an enforcer.
Billy. You have you've got the enforcer version of the Mastodon Guard. You have the Mastodon Guard, and then you have mech suit Trini.
Yeah, I didn't like that. She's good gameplay. She's decent gameplay.
Like it plays, it plays well, but that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that mech suit. Like, dude, how hard is it to just make like a Perry character with her?
Oh, I don't know. Battle for the Grid was one of those great games that got left out to dry, because so one of the big problems was it was a heavily truncated. They heavily truncated the story mode, and then they didn't have DLC for the rest of the Boom comics. And then you just have the lack of characters. And then you also have the fact that limited run games fucked up the release.
How'd they fuck it up?
So the DLC, which was supposed to be included on the disc and the cartridge, just fucking wasn't. They put the wrong game. They put the wrong build of the game on there. And then when it took them, like, probably about another 3 months to send out the corrected copies, I personally didn't get my copy of the game until the corrected copies got sent out. And then I got a standard edition, even though I ordered the Morpher edition with the steelbook with the coins on the front, you know, that you could switch out. So I had to contact them again, and I didn't get that until like a month or two after that.
Limited run games just needs to either die out or switch management because they keep fucking everything up. And you notice that, you know how the Mighty Morphins always getting their time in the light, compared to every other Ranger team.
Yeah, it's kind of
like it's the Final Fantasy VII of like of RPGs at this point. Because everyone started with that one, you know, they think that one's the best. And while I would agree, I would think it is the best team. That doesn't mean that you should act like that's the only team. There's Turbo, there's Space, Lost Galaxy,
Ninja Storm,
Dino Charge. There's like a lot of teams you could have done something with, and they acknowledge the movie stuff too.
Well, they got the mobile game got more updates than the full-on console release.
Yes, oddly enough. But again, they acknowledged the movie stuff when they had fucking the Johnny on Bosch Ranger in the Ninjetti outfit. You added Black Ranger Ninjetti, but no Bulk and Skull.
Yeah,
nothing from Lost Galaxy, nothing from Space, nothing from fucking, like, come on now.
You could have, at the very least, you could have just made models and made them like clones, you know?
I would have at least appreciated like assist characters. Like, you know how they have like the assist, the giant assists from like either giant monsters or from Zords or Megazords, that kind of thing, where you get to pick either Goldar, the SPD Megazord, the original Megazord, that kind of thing. I would have at least liked to see assist characters, not assist giants, to spice it up, because you're picking 3 characters anyway. You got an assist giant. Why not an assist character? You know, like have like fucking what was his name? Not Bulk and Skull. I already mentioned them, but yeah, that would be funny to have him as an assist. But like, what was that robot's name again?
Alpha 5.
Alpha 5. Thank you. Maybe he could be an assist, like in the movie version, considering he legitimately kicked everyone's ass. Like, maybe fucking, I don't know, get the kid from Turbo. Like, actually have the kid get the limelight he deserved, and have him as an assist character, maybe. You know, something. Like, the fact that there is only 1 season of DLC is criminal. And their rosters are already.
We didn't even get the complete version from LRG. It was released by a different fucking company.
Their roster is already small enough as it is. You technically have the entire Mighty Morphin cast. You have what, two members from Time Force, a bunch of villains from random Ranger shows. What else was there? You got Draken, which was like a Boom Studios character, like an actual original comic book character. Then you got the Mesozoic Ranger. He had 1 movie character that wasn't of Ninjetti. And yeah, and that's another thing. Just one Ninjetti? You couldn't get the girl from the Mighty Morphin movie? That would have been interesting. Okay. Fucking, I don't know. Maybe someone from Ninja Storm. You know, someone from Dino Charge, something. Hell, I would have been at least been
Synergy wouldn't have been a bad
cool to
idea.
Acknowledge Tommy's other roles. It would have been cool to have Tommy's other roles in there too. I mean, you already got the original Green, the original White, and Draken. Why not add in his other roles? You know, as the Stegos. What was it? The Stegosaurus Ranger, was it?
No, there was Brachiosaur and Dino.
Yeah, the Brachiosaurus,
Dino
the
Thunder.
Brachiosaurus Ranger. Then you got like the Red Zeo Ranger. Then you got the fucking
Turbo Red.
Turbo Red was short-lived, but he was in it at least. He was at least a Turbo for a bit. Then you got, what else was there? No, that was it. But still, it would at least be cool to see a Zeo Ranger there, like a Zeo costume with like new abilities. Like you got Tommy Oliver White, Tommy Oliver Green, Draken, and then Tommy Oliver Zeo, Tommy Oliver fucking Turbo. Something like that. And don't get me started on when Power Rangers Now and Forever, the special, came out on Netflix. Nothing even on that. No Robo Rita, nothing. Because I like the idea of a Power Rangers fighting game. I liked it to the point where I even...
Yeah, I mean...
Can I just say, I don't like Once and Always?
It's not great.
I don't know.
It's decent enough.
I almost feel like it's I almost feel like it's a massive insult to the franchise and the characters.
It's decent enough to acknowledge the past, but decent enough is not good enough.
Like people,
the fact that you only had like what, 2?
Yeah, no, they got so they lowballed.
You got 2 of the original Mighty Morphin. One of them was always shit talking fucking Jason David Frank for some reason.
So here's the thing: they lowballed Amy Jo. And she's like a fucking, you know, big time director right now.
Now
like she's direct. Well, when they did that, it was after her directorial career got, you know, shot up. So she's directing episodes of TV shows and things like that all over. And they're lowballing her for showing up in that movie.
I never understood why they keep lowballing these.
I don't know either. And then like
former Ranger actors. Like, dude, you got like shows that went on for fucking years. Smallville, Supernatural, fucking like the entire CW line.
I mean,
Fox.
it's
there's like
fucking
a bunch of like Fox Fox Network shows that went on for years. Power Rangers is the one that gets the shittiest end of the shaft.
Oh yeah, it's fucking criminal what happened, because they said, and this is after after Saban got bought out, you know. So Hasbro, JDF is, you know, pitching, you know, a Tommy movie to Hasbro, and they're like, oh no. Oh, and eventually he just says, fuck it, I'll make it myself. And then they're like, hey, you want to come back for this? And it's like, are you gonna fucking help me make my movie? No. Okay. Are you gonna pay? How much are you gonna pay me for this? It's because it's gonna take me away from the movie. It's like, it's not enough. And now they can't fucking do it. And you know, I understand, you know, not having Austin St. John in it, because Austin St. John's a fucking flight risk.
He's a jackass too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking like he's just a jackass.
No, like an actual fucking criminal. Well, he actually committed fraud.
He cheated on his taxes and shit. And
no, cheating on his taxes isn't the problem. It was more that he took out a government loan illegally, illegitimately, and Yeah.
Did you also hear about a shirt line?
The one with the Hitler quotes?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all. He was like, oh, it's going to have
quotes from all kinds of famous world leaders.
Have quotes from good people, but also bad people as well. I was like, no, man, that's a bad thing. And then he says, oh, they're going to have quotes from Hitler too, because what he says ain't so bad. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Okay. Like, I understand. I understand, like, you can maybe make that work. I also understand that no matter how well-intentioned you might be, and I have doubts about how well-intentioned he might be,
right?
It's still gonna come off a certain way, you know?
It's like me saying, oh, Osama bin Laden isn't the worst criminal. I might be right, but at the same time, I really shouldn't say that or say it like that. There are other ways.
It's like Gizmo Hibiki is no longer going to win his run for mayor of New York City because he said Osama bin Laden wasn't that bad, you know, in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't matter what context that quote is said in.
It's saying like, oh, it's going to have the bad guy
you don't say.
Yeah, it's like, you don't say that. Why would you even think that was even remotely a good idea?
The worst bad guy you should have on that is fucking Napoleon, you know, if that's where you're going.
The worst people you should have there are the guys who... The quotes you should have on there are guys that are were either like the anti-hero that like did some good but
Benedict Arnold.
You know, done good.
Benedict Arnold was a war hero, and you know, he got used up, spat out, and so he turned traitor. Or which, you know, I can't say that was a good thing. He's, you know, his name is synonymous with treason now. But, you know, the good shit that he did for America before he, you know, went over to the Brits is indisputable.
The fact that JDF had to go the way he did, the fact
I still blame his wife for that.
I still blame his wife.
Because that's just suspicious as fuck.
Look, it's one thing. It's one thing if you hate. It's one thing if you hate your husband, whatever. You know, whether it be the most reasonable reasons or the most pettiest of them, whatever. You hate your husband, go on with your life. It's another thing if you're gonna publicly shame and humiliate the guy. Like when you go to the same con he's writing autographs for, skip the entire line and then slam divorce papers on the table in front of him.
And then
while he's giving autographs, dude, the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? And you want to sell his note,
and then he his death happens during quote unquote reconciliation, and you couldn't get the police into your hotel room. Yeah, I believe that. That's not suspicious at all.
Oh, let's not forget the fact that there was that Facebook post of some dude shit talking Jason David Frank. Like, oh, you were the biggest asshole. Now that you're gone, you know, how dare you leave people behind and be so selfish? I'm like, bitch, you have no idea what you're talking about. And then it was revealed it was the Black Ranger.
That was Walter. Yeah, it was Walter saying that.
Motherfucker, man, I swear.
I loved you, Walter. You were so cool. You used to be so cool, and now you're such a dick.
Out of all people, a dick too.
Walter went into... Did you know that Walter went into business with Austin?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so so I'm subscribed to their newsletter that they have, just out of curiosity, and every now and again they're like hawking it's like Cameo, but a knockoff version of it that they run. And so they're like hawking, selling like signed Ranger merch and you know, signed collectibles and signed pictures and like calls with them for, on like some subscription service.
I bet they wish they made more than fucking Johnny Young Bosch, Jason David Frank, the Pink Ranger, and the Blue Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, well,
everybody loves the Blue Ranger, everybody loves Johnny Young Bosch, and everybody loves the Pink Ranger, and especially loves Jason David Frank. These guys, no, they love your character, man. They hate you as a person.
Yeah.
Name one.
Well, I better head out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go now.
See you,
Good
Sonic.
night. It's like 1 o'clock. It's like 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
go ahead.
Yeah, that's fair. We should be heading out soon. But name me one fucking
that's our
thing.
time to end the stream.
Yeah. Before we go, I wanted everybody in the comments to name me one fucking thing other than Turbo, a Power Rangers movie that Austin St. John was in after, and you know, obviously the Power Rangers related stuff. Name me one non-Power Rangers related thing that Austin St. John has been in since.
And it was good.
Yeah. Well, if even notable, name me one notable thing that Austin has been in since Power Rangers that was even remotely notable.
Good night, everybody.
Yep. Take care, Sonic.
I thought he was in an episode of a Street Fighter Red Tape for a minute there because some guy made a comment about it, but then I realized not.
I mean, it would have made a degree of sense, but you know, I don't know. Austin used to be a firefighter, or is the thing.
Yeah.
You know, like he was a Washington D.C. firefighter during 9/11, and
he
so
could have
you know,
kept being a firefighter
yeah.
and kept out of trouble and stopped shit tucking Jason David Frank for the little fucking.
All he had to do was not fuck up. I know that's a tall order for somebody, but all you had to do was not fuck up. But even putting aside the fact that nobody likes Haim Saban, all you have to do is like, because it was decades between those two sequences, and everybody wound up leaving that show eventually. Like Saban, because Saban's an asshole. Everybody knows Saban's an asshole. He took credit for Ron Wasserman's work. He took credit for a bunch of people's work. And here's the thing: he's not a bad musician himself, but for he took publishing credits for God knows how many musicians' work over the years, even though he had more than his fair share of credits of stuff that he actually did. Gives the entire nation of Israel a bad name.
Yeah, thank you for giving us Power Rangers, but could you at least give the people the credit they deserve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe not make it into a hostile work environment. Maybe make things a little bit safer so that people aren't getting injured. Remember, JDF refused to do one of the stunts in the Turbo movie because he almost got burned to death the first time they did the one of the takes, and he said it was like, no, I'm not getting back in that fucking cockpit again if you're gonna set it on fire. And so they just picked out a random guy who had long hair and slathered him in fireproof gel. It was ironically, it was an Asian guy.
Here's one thing I just realized: if I ever get hired to be a ranger somehow, and they want to bring in either the original red or the original black, I'll be saying fuck, and I'll also say no.
Yeah.
And I'd use them together to spell out fuck no, because they shit talk Jason David Frank to the point, even to the point where his body will turn cold.
Now, I can't do a triple tornado roundhouse like Austin could back in the day, but here's the thing: I'm pretty sure Austin can't do that either, because I don't think his hips work the way they used to.
Dude, I'll team up with any other ranger if I become like a Power Ranger somehow.
Oh yeah,
anyone but those two, man. Bring the blue guy. Bring the fucking second Black Ranger. I don't give a fuck. I just don't want those guys near me, because then I would just blurt out so many swear words to the point where I just make new ones for how they treated JDF. Swear to God, man, the fact that they kept shit talking him even after he died.
And then they went and worked with one of his kids on their shitty website.
It didn't help that one of those kids is,
yeah,
dated someone younger than the legal limit.
Yeah,
went
to court about it too.
It's a shame too, because if he didn't do that, he would have been a great placement for JDF in terms of being the
He
white
sounds like him. He looks like him.
He looks like, yeah, exactly. He looks and sounds exactly like JDF in his younger days, or just period. He looks. If you were to tell me that guy was recording himself 20 years ago, I would have believed you. I would have believed you, and if you said that was Jason David Frank. He looks exactly like his father, but the fact that he had to just take it out of his pants for someone like several years younger than him, and not even like the legal age, it's just fucking shameful that he can't save himself from that. Like, okay,
I was like, and here's the thing. At first, I was convinced it couldn't be the same people because there was a bunch of like weird shit about the names and the locations and whatnot. And then I found more court documents that are like, oh dear, no, this is definitely the same guy.
Okay, so you saw the court documents. Did they say that he knew that they were that young?
I don't legally. I don't think it matters.
Well, I think it does because.
Morally speaking, it was like a fake ID and whatnot.
Like,
There's
let's
nothing.
Say he didn't know. Okay, yeah, fake ID. Everyone lies about their age at one point. 1 year younger, 10 years younger, whatever. Let's say he didn't know. Okay, that's bad. A lot of people are victims of that, whether they be the ones lying or the person they're doing it with is lying. It happens. It's very, very problematic, and it shouldn't be a thing that happens that often to begin with. If he knew, then that's all on him, and he shouldn't even be going near his dad's merch trying to sell it the fuck off on eBay.
Yeah.
He made a video saying, "Oh, I'm selling this, because this is all my dad's." Oh, it's your dad's? Get away from it. Because what are you going to use that money for? To meet up with another 13-year-old bitch? You better not.
Yeah,
They're donate all that money to your father's dojo, motherfucker, because your mom's trying to fucking sell it off. Out of all the things you could sell, his dojo. Why would you sell You're selling the White Ranger's dojo. Say that out loud in a con filled with people that don't know this. They would be pissed.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if someone said something about Bruce Lee's dojo.
Oh, yeah. Man.
That's the same thing. Like, why would you even think about selling Bruce Lee's dojo? Why would you think about selling Jason David Frank's dojo?
Have you heard the story about how some wacko micro YouTuber came to his place and challenged him to a fight?
Yes. I also heard about the guy.
You know the name of the guy?
No, what was it?
Okay, so it was a guy named Jared Genesis, right? And he lived near where JDF's school is. And so he was a Power Rangers fan, and he showed up. It was no training, no ability, no nothing, but he's I want to fight, and JDF is like, really? Because Jared's not an athletic man. And he turns up and he's like, hey, want to roll? And Jason sends out, because he's not gonna take on this whack job of himself the first time, So he's like, okay, he sends out his top student to go take the guy out. As like, hey, if you can beat this guy, you can come tangle with me, right? And Jared got taken the fuck apart.
Wasn't he the same guy who tried to bring a real gun in a convention to kill Jason David Frank too?
That was a different person. I would have heard about this otherwise. Jared Genesis is a different kind of crazy than that. Thankfully, he is not the man who brought the gun.
What the fuck is with these people trying to fight him? I get it. The Rangers have to be trained in martial arts when they're in the show, but
nah.
This is a guy who made his own martial art.
Yeah.
This is a guy who practically Bruce Lee'd his way out of the Rangers and built a dojo. You're telling me...
Matthew Sterling was his name.
Sterling.
Yeah. He was from Mesa, Arizona. He, yeah, so he barged into the Comic-Con with a gun, and apparently he planned to kill JDF and several security officers at the location as well.
You couldn't have done that at the entrance. There were security guards at the front.
Apparently he planned to kill them on his way out.
Fucking okay. With a lot of nerds in the convention, half of them probably.
I mean, the fact that
fight this fucker.
Yeah, well, it's like the fact that JDF and some of the other Rangers were there, or as like Jason said at the show, is like, I'm not gonna let somebody zip up my body bag. I ain't going out without a fight, you know? And that's just...
This guy's an MMA fighter. You really think you could take a guy like him on?
I don't know, dude. I had a skinny twig of a man threaten me over a sandwich a few months ago. I've told this story before, but for those of you who don't know, you know, I was about to leave work, and somebody came in and complaining about a sandwich that had been made there. And I tried to explain as like, well, without you don't have the receipt and you don't have the sandwich, so I can't give you a refund. And then he like brought in a different sandwich and the receipt, not the one that he said. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not falling for your scam here. Just eat your other sandwich and go away. Because he was trying to say that he found a hair in the last bite of a sandwich he already ate.
Yeah, the last bite. Okay.
Yeah, and then he showed me a picture that was so obviously photoshopped I couldn't even believe my eyes. And this guy who looks like he's about 100 pounds soaking wet starts, you know, saying is like, man, we should step outside and settle this like men. And if you're gonna have some kind of attitude about it, and he's like being a bitch about it. And I look at him, look him up and down, and he said, now you better call your manager or the police or somebody, because something's about to happen here. And so I just without breaking eye contact with him, I reached down, grabbed the phone, 911, beep. Hello, I'm being threatened over a sandwich. And the police came and sorted it out and, you know, sent the guy on his way. And, yeah, that was that. I had to stay there another 15 minutes, I think, because some skinny twig of a man... Yeah, like, I would have gotten suspended if I'd have done that.
I know, but, like...
So and it was like,
over sandwich he didn't
buy,
like, you know?
Yeah, it's like this guy, you know, threatening me. I'm twice his weight, probably at least 10 times his skill. Like, I could have won, but I'd rather solve it without having to go there, you know?
Yeah.
But it just, people constantly ask me, hey, are you ex-military or something like that? Because they go, this guy's got to build like a Marine. And it's like, no, never been, never planned to, you know, but thank you.
Oh, that's high praise.
And this guy is, but it's always the small guys, you know, that are trying to threaten me. I don't know why.
Compensating?
I guess that means we should wrap this up.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to us going off into rambling territory, but you know, that's something we haven't been able to do for a little while, and this has been a hell of a week, and I appreciate having somebody to talk to, so thank you for sticking around through this, Gizmo.
Yeah, no worries.
And I'm sure appreciated being able to yammer it at length about something too, so hey.
Yeah.
Like, we already signed off like an hour ago, so you still know where to find us. Bye!